Have you ever experienced an energy or a feeling so profound that it just emotionally took you over? I'm talking about a moment where the world feels different. And for the first time in your life, you feel like you're finally seeing things as they actually are. See, I've been there. For years, I struggled to put words to it until I came across a near death experience story of a woman named Margot Grey. Her story brought me right back to those red rocks in Sedona, and it finally gave me the language to explain what happened to me. In the late 1970s, Margaret Gray was traveling through India when she was struck down by a mysterious life threatening illness. In the middle of a high fever, she had a near death experience. She described the feeling of being very close to the source of life and love, which seemed to be one. Now, we hear that a lot, but listen to how she described it. She said the closest in human terms were the rapture of being in love, or that soul piercing peace you feel when your firstborn is placed in your arms for the first time. She said, take all of those moments, put them together, and magnify them by 1,000. That was her reality. But then Margaret said something that hit me. She said, you'll get a glimpse of what it's like when the restriction of your true nature is partially removed. Think about that word restriction for a second. It suggests that our normal everyday consciousness, the way we think about our bills, our jobs, our to do list, is actually the limited version. That's exactly what happened to me. I was in Sedona, Arizona with my daughter Logan's gymnastics team. We weren't on a spiritual pilgrimage. We were just tourists on the Pink Jeep tour, crawling our way to the top of a red rock formation for a photo op. But when I stepped away from the group, away from the chatter and the cameras, and just stood there looking out over that mountainous landscape, I felt it. It was an energy that made me feel incredibly small, yet part of something massive. Tears started to come down my face. And I'm not talking sad crying. It was a total emotional surrender. I didn't know what to call it then, but Margaret gave me the word. I was experiencing the unrestricted version of reality. I went to Sedona as a tourist, but I left asking questions about consciousness that I'm still trying to answer today. There is more than we understand going on. There is an energy, an external power, and when you get a chance to experience it, man, it's powerful.